Last month in April, my mother generated 11,000 euros in sales on her e-commerce store on Etsy by selling canvas prints by my methodology with AI and automation. So I want to talk about it in this video. Let me first show you how her dashboard looks. So first of all, let's go to her payment settings. So you can see that this is her account, so Zinaida. And then let's go to dashboard. All right, so this is the last 30 days. Let's do the last 7 days. It's 4K euros. And the last 30 days, it's 11,000. So today is May 2nd. So there's no option to do the last month here. So for this month, she's already like on the 2nd of May, it's at 1400s. And again, last 30 days, it's at 11,000. All this was generated one more time by AI. That's canvas prints that she didn't prompt, like none of them. Like she just clicked 2 times to get the final art in mockups with description, with SEO, titles, description, prices, variations of sizes, with SKUs, with prices, with everything. Like in about 2 minutes, it's 1 minute and 45 seconds, you are getting like from zero to a done listing that is ready to make sales in like very short period of time. So how this project started is I'm in e-commerce for the last 11 years, and for a very long time I tried to involve my parents into this because I understood that this is way easier to make money this way, and you can make way more money by doing things like this than to go to a regular job. So I tried to convince them multiple times, but the learning curve was too steep and it was never sticking for them, this entire process, because it seems very easy to understand, very obvious, but there's a lot of little things that you need to understand to learn, like Photoshop, like putting things in mockup, saving them with a specific name, and having different prices, different SKUs, and to do it like for thousands of listings, that's kind of heavy for someone who's in their 50s and who never used a computer really in their lifetime. So the technology evolved, and I promised to myself that I will figure out something to make it easier for them to do it, to act. So after 1.5 years of working, asking questions, trying, failing, and so on, finally we got this done, and it works amazingly good, and it can be actually fully like 100% automated. But what I discovered is that AI is not, it doesn't have the taste for now to do the work on its own and to make the final decision. Because you can say like, oh yeah, this looks really great, but in reality nobody will buy something like that. So we cut everything down to 2 clicks. So imagine how cool is that? You are finding things that are working right now that has a lot of attention on different platforms, not on Etsy alone, but everywhere where people are spending their time. And you see what people already like, what people share, what people save, and so on, what people are buying. And then with 1 click, you are generating a variation of something similar but different. And with the 2nd click, you're publishing this, and this goes through an entire automation with AI that puts the your design in 10 mockups, optimized mockups for sales that are answering all the questions or all the objections some like a customer might have. It gets like the SEO optimized titles, tags, as I described it already, and then is active on Etsy and is ready to make sales like in the same day, right? And this process was pretty tough because it required so much thinking, because it's an orchestration of so many processes, so many little things that you need to have in place so the entire thing can work. Like the name of the files of these 10 images should be a very specific name, because otherwise nothing will work. The SKUs should be in a specific order, so otherwise you won't be able to automate the fulfillment of the orders, and so on and so on and so on. Like, the list is huge. When you break down a business process that might look like really simple at the beginning, man, like, there's a lot of little moving parts to the business that require a lot of thinking and planning and understanding and trials. Like, you try to stick things together that a human can do, like in the workflow, but to do it with machines, with AI, with computer, not that easy. Well, the technology is not 100% there yet. However, who tries and never gives up gets to the result eventually. That's what I learned along the years. And getting this store to make 11K in euros in such a short period of time, it's a really good result. And I'm always trying to push mom right now to sell her the idea. Well, you see what's happening and what's possible with one store. Now imagine it will have 5 shops. Because of the algorithms, Etsy is not gonna push all your listings to the top, but they will rotate them. So if you have more shops, like if your shop number 1 is not making a sale today, your shop number 2 will make a sale, because like you have volume. So it's all about volume. One of the secrets of sales on any platform, especially in today's world, is 100% volume. Like, you want to cover as much field, as much space on any platform that has attention as possible. And to understand that the majority of people are lazy. They will do the work, they will start the work because they're like enthusiastic, they're like having this dream, and then everybody will stop because the work eventually gets pretty boring, because it's repetitive, and you stop. And because of that, we have this AI and automation, because AI is not getting bored, it's just following the instructions, and it will do it infinitely, right? All what you need to do is just to click things and to enjoy your time, like to have fun. Because I don't know about you, but I can scroll through beautiful images online like to all my life. If someone would pay me that, I will take this job like all day long. So pretty much that's what this job is about. Like, you follow the instructions, because beside the automation and beside the AI instructions, clear instructions for this process, we develop extensions that are pulling secret data from different platforms that is not visible to users, it's not visible in the code when you inspect. We use some very clever methods to pull this data, and we can see the inside information. We can see the numbers of saves, of likes, of interactions that people had with specific designs, and then we can sort them by most interactions, less interactions, and so on. And then we start with the ones that have the most interaction, and we create many variations of this thing. Actually, let me show you how this works. So one of the platforms we're using for inspiration is Pinterest.com. All right, because this platform has over 1 billion visits every single month, so it has a lot of attention. It's very creative, and the extension that I built shows us the numbers that are not visible to anyone. This is how many saves, this is how many comments, how long is on the platform, how many shares, and so on. So it's very valuable information. And now all what we need to do is to click on scroll, and it's gonna scroll without me touching anything, and it's gonna collect all the images with all their numbers. All right, once this is done, I will stop it now. We can organize them by saves, by repeats, by comments, and so on. I found out that seeing them by saves gives us a very strong clue of what people have the intent to buy. All right, so now we will see that the highest numbers are on top: 19,000, 9,000, 6,000, 5,000, and so on. So I'm looking for art. This looks like an art. All right, Zima Angela. All right, I could create this one, but it has a text, so I need to make some modifications, but not for this video. So this one is good, right? And we just have to click on vertical because the design is vertical, and this automatically will take it through her, like our website, Mama Banana, and two variations will start to create right now. So we can choose which one looks the best, or we can actually post them both. If we like the concept, if we like the design, we can create another 2 or another 4. It doesn't matter, because we know as many images we have, like winning images, we have to create more variations. This is like a golden rule for like a lot of things in life. If something works, do more of that. If something doesn't work, do less of that. All right, so here's the result. Here's the original. All right, and here are the variations. So all what we need to do from here, if I accept them, if I like them, I just go here and click on publish. All right, we're waiting. It's sent, publish. So this listings will be added to Etsy in about 2 minutes, in mockups, like ready to make sales. How complicated was that? So what I love about it is that anyone who is 10 years old or 60 or 70 years old, we had a call with my friend mom who's 70, and she was doing this process, and then we asked her, well, how did it feel? And she's like, this is easy. So she's 70, and yeah, this is easy. If you can click 2 times to understand like the numbers, you can clearly see the numbers that you have to follow. That's all what you need to do, and you just post it, and these things could give you like hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars. It depends, like if some artist makes more sales, some art makes less. I mean, let God decide, let people decide with their dollars what of this art will make a ton of sales. You just follow the numbers, create the art, post it, and what happens next happens next. So yeah, I mean, it's fun, it's making you money. And again, why canvas prints? Because it's one of the highest profit margins e-commerce products, because you're not selling the product itself, you're selling the design, you're selling the emotion that this design gives someone, the feeling, the memory, the inspiration, the whatever your print is. So that's what gives it value. Because I'm pretty sure you heard about like some paintings that cost hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. So it's not about the product, like the canvas and the oils they've been using or the paint they've been using, but it's about the message. What is the story of this design, of this painting, of who painted it, and so on. The canvas itself without the print, it's pretty cheap product, right? And secondly, what I love about it is that the shipping is 100% from US, and it's really, really fast. So we receive a ton of good reviews only because like the shipping was 2, 3, 4 days. All right, that's really cool. The fulfillment, automated, best prices on the market. Like nothing can beat our prices, literally. Like if you can find someone that has better prices than us, send me the link, I will send you $100. And we have different sizes, so we can cover any pocket. Someone doesn't have $100 to spend on some piece of art, but they have definitely $45, $50 they have, $70 they have, you know, and up to $500. So we cover all budgets, which is again really cool, and not a lot of products have this option. Like the same category, the same product, but to start from 50 and to end up to 500. And if you sell multiple panels, that can be one order, $1,200. Really cool, like very unique product in it's not like really unique, but the idea of it, like how can you upsell, how we can, you know, make one sale the same exact product and to make like completely different money. And what else is I love about this idea, this concept, this business model, is that you don't have to have any product in stock. All what you have is digital files. That's it. And how many digital files can you have? 1,000? 5,000? 10,000? All right, that sounds better. So when everybody, all your competitors have 1,200, 2,000 listings, but you're having 10,000, what do you think? Who's gonna win? I think the answer is obvious. I hear this over and over again from Alex Hormozi. Make so much volume that is unreasonable for you to become successful. Someone in his last podcast asked him, what is the best advice you ever received? And he said, volume. So that becomes unreasonable. So I believe with all my heart, that's why I'm so grateful to Alex Hormozi. That's why I was one of the top 50 referees to his third book launch. I was invited in Vegas to spend the day with him and to learn and to meet him in person. And I did that just because I'm so grateful that this man, with his wisdom in business, and not only changed the way I do things. And yeah, I really encourage you to start incorporating the same thought process, the same processes, to start selling online and to spend like days in front of your computer, like I do. Like that was my working day today. That's how we look on the beach with this beautiful view, doing some work, creating the mock-ups. I mean, life is good when you choose the right things to do in life, and you can also do your work that pays well from anywhere in the world. It's not stressful. Like I'm just enjoying my time creating some stuff in front of my computer, sitting here in the shadow and making good money, and then showing this to my friends, to my family, and now we start sharing this with other people who might be interested, who can spend their entire day looking at beautiful pictures and creating variations of it with just click, and then making money out of it. I mean, that's a blessing. Hey, real quick, if you are interested to see our process, how this works, check the link below and schedule a call. Let's have a conversation, not a sales call. Let me see how, if you understand like the concept. We will share the screen and you'll control my computer. So we'll show you exactly what to do, like what steps to follow. And if this sounds cool to you, if you like the process, if it's easy to understand, then let's work together, because I mean, it's really fun and it pays really well. Thanks for watching.